Passion fruit in the UK? Right, well, contrary to common belief, you can actually grow passion fruit in the UK. But before you get too excited, calm down. Just calm yourself down. There are some things you're going to have to do. First of all, you're going to need a variety which can put up with cold temperatures. So in a temperate climate, your best bet is the Passiflora caerula. Now this is commonly known to survive down to minus 15 degrees. It has a blue flower, and you can use the fruits. They're good for flavourings and juices and things like that. But you know, other than that, it's an actually really beautiful plant. This one I grew on from a seed, and it's February now, but it's actually starting to grow quite big in the house. So what I've done is I've come into the polytunnel, and I'm just going to try and grow it on a little bit more. I mean, you know, in the first couple of years, what you want to try and do is build up a decent root. So if it means growing it in a big pot, in a polytunnel, getting that base of it strong, then you can think about planting it outside. Now, if you're going to plant it outside, you have to make sure it's on a south-facing wall. Even though, you know, you can grow it and it will survive, really what you're looking for with this is the fruit. I mean, if you just want the flowers, fine. But I would certainly recommend, with everything, try and make it do its best. I have seen some very successful examples of this in the UK on south-facing walls in London. Now, if you can do it in rural parts, I don't know. Certainly a courtyard, you know, if you're willing to take a punt just on the flowers alone, it's worth it. You know, they're a very beautiful plant. And, you know, I think with this, what you've got to do is get the right system. Usually a cable system on a south-facing wall will give you some great flowers, some great foliage. Some people say if you give it too much fertiliser, you're going to put on a lot of growth and not get as many flowers. So, I mean, again, probably a little bit of trial and error there. So what I would say, if you're going to plant this, make sure you mulch heavily. You know, it likes a rich soil. It doesn't like to dry out. But what you really want to aim for is just make sure if the frost does come, you want to make sure the roots are protected. You know, in a harsh winter, this will die completely back. It's usually evergreen. You know, in a reasonable situation, it will stay evergreen. But, you know, if it does die back to the floor, it will come back like a perennial. So a few things you to think of there. I'm thinking of growing this up the chicken coop for sort of shade, just to green it really, because it, you know, no matter how careful you are with chicken coops, they always end up looking a little bit shabby if you do the aviary method. So I might try and grow this up the chicken coop. I've been trying to grow fruits in there, but the chickens just scratch the ground up and be giving them quite a lot of grief. So give it a go. Just remember, Passiflora caerula. Give it a go. If you fancy having a go, the flowers are worth it. Also can be used if it fruits, even better. Passion fruit. Give it a go.